With his natural skills simply has to play some on offense this year?
I've never looked at it like have to play. I think their play throughout practice is going to identify everything we want. Now, he's done a great job up until this point, saying that I'm ready to step into a role and seize it. But I think they've all done that at different points, and I think he's put himself in good position. And like I tell them every day, guys, every day is a championship day. Let's go out here and see what happens.
What happens if your three, I'll say this from an affectionate standpoint, your three Smurf receivers, your slot guys, obviously with Malachi and Tony and Ray, if they end up being three of your best 5 or 6, do you have to find a way to play them even if you're smaller receiver?
Yeah. I think that won't be hard at all. With our offense, with Coach Dawson's creativity, and with the way we get the ball to everybody, I think it'll work itself out. Don't take place on the outside, and so guys get used to running those routes. And
who we definitely say are slot guys?
As of right now, I would say I would consider Ray to be an inside guy. I would consider Josh right now to be an outside guy, and probably everybody else is wide open. Interchangeable. Yeah.
So those are the only two that.
Yeah, that I could just think of off the head that haven't played.
So JoJo at times will be inside on certain plays, outside on others.
Yes. Yeah.
And Malachi could play outside, and Tony could play outside.
Absolutely. In the spring game, he did that and made plays at both. Yeah.
It's a very interesting deep room. There's not a clear-cut number one. I know that's something fans get hung up on sometimes.
Yeah.
Does that mean anything to you? Does that concern you? There's no clear-cut number one veteran established receiver in the room?
No, not at all. When I got here 2 years ago, the receiver room wasn't considered elite, explosive, dynamic, special, or anything. And, it took shape. And now everybody's asking, how are you going to replace these guys? I thought they wasn't hard to replace. But they end up being hard because development and competition. So it's the same thing all over again. And the good thing is these guys have somebody to have done it before them to show them, and now they set the standard, and now they're here to reset it.
Speaking of guys who have done it before, having Carson Beck who's played close to 30 games, how much does it help, maybe some of the younger receivers to have a veteran quarterback and even though he's new to the team and new to learning the playbook and everything, to help them kind of grow?
The best thing that I've witnessed with Carson being here is every time he says something to one of the receivers, they always come back and tell me, Carson said this. And it's like, he has their ear and he has their command. So whatever he says, they're receiving it. And so what he says to them goes a long way, and they take it to heart. So they know he has that experience, and especially coming from where he's come from, the respect is there. So they're ready to run through a wall for him.
And then one last thing for me, I was talking to Alex about this a minute ago, but the offensive coaching staff, there's been no turnover the last couple of years. It's all continuity. How much does that help you guys, like just in your day to day, when everyone knows each other, everyone knows everyone's personality, knows everyone's what they like to do, what they don't like to do. How much does that help?
It definitely helps because of the familiarity. I think they know we know who we all are. We know who we all are when it's pressure moments and when it's chill moments. And so we have a real good relationship. We can communicate with each other on all levels, and we all understand each other. So, and we understand what we're trying to do as a whole through the system. So that really makes things a lot smoother because I can tell my guys what the O-line is doing, and the O-line can kind of tell the guys what the receivers are doing because the continuity and the relationship we've had for so long.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Appreciate
You've
it.
done a great job developing receivers. You've seen X now, what he's doing with the Titans. You've seen other guys go up and become contributors. But this program still hasn't had a receiver drafted since 2018. How much does that hurt maybe on the recruiting trail? And how much are you rooting for these guys like X to start proving, hey, when we do it to you, in the NFL, like for you?
Well, you know what, man? I know everything we do, we're doing it as an evaluation for other people. I think when that time comes, it'll happen. If you wake up every morning chasing being better than yesterday's best, everything else will take care of itself. And I think God honestly has His own timing, and His timing is the best timing. And when that is set to be, it'll take place. And we're just working the process every day, trying to put it into fruition and make it happen.
Yeah. Do you see these guys though making good pros, X especially, and Jacoby wants to get some success?
Absolutely. I think those guys, more than anything, sometimes they don't know what they don't know. And once they get there, now there'll be a better testimony for the guys here now to say, man, y'all better listen to Coach because, man, everything he said is happening. So it makes what I'm saying more potent. And for those guys to have the success that they've had on this level, the new guys now, they know that something's working.
Right.
So it makes them buy in that much more. So now instead of spending so much time trying to make them believe, now I got the proof already. So that's what helps it and helps the process along a lot faster.
Kevin, has Night Carr injected himself into the mix to compete for a starting job, and what does he do well?
Oh man, I always compare Night Carr to like a Jalen Waddle type guy. The initial thought process for Nye coming in was I felt like he was a Miko Hardman type guy. He's a really fast, vertical, dynamic guy, and he has to learn how to be a wide receiver. And so those are a lot of the things that we've been working on since he's been here and learning those things. And I'm super excited for him to go out and show what he's worked on and how much better he's gotten and really put things together.
Perfect. And the Josh Moore skill set, what do you like about him? Is he in the mix to compete right away to play?
Absolutely. To be 6'4", he's up to 218 pounds now.
Fast forward if they don't know how to
again, running a
let them know what it's about here, what it's
2.9 miles
supposed to
per
be.
hour. I want the top in the team to learn how to work smarter instead of working harder. It has been the main thing for him, and he's come a long way with that. His catch radius, his ability to get in and out of breaks, him being as big as he is, but having little guy skill set, movement, that's going to be real big for him. So he definitely has a shot to help us tremendously.
Is Upshaw at the level of Josh and Malachi in terms of ready to compete for significant time as a freshman?
He is. I tell people all the time, he was the lowest ranked receiver in this class for us from Alabama. And the awesome part is I went to his school 2 years ago to see Cam Coleman. And I'm here to see Cam Coleman and like, who's that guy? And it's like Dalen Upshaw, like that's the guy I want. And it's been a 2-year hunt to let him know how important he is to us. And ultimately, that was his deciding factor was like y'all got on me and stayed on me from the beginning to the end and never let up. And so we showed him how much you wanted him, and that was my visual of it. And I'm glad he's here. And he's gonna be dynamic and special for us.
Perfect. Two final things for me. With C.J. Daniels, obviously, he was the number 4 at LSU last year. Is he more than that, do you think, from a talent and experience standpoint of what he can be?
Absolutely. He brings leadership to the room. He's a veteran guy who's done it at a high level. And again, the guys respect him because he's done it on the big stage. And I think the biggest thing for him is we're not capping him due to he's not fast enough. Oh, he can't do this. So we're letting him go and be himself and showcase what he is capable of doing and what he did at Liberty. And for him to have almost 500 yards in the SEC at LSU with a foot injury at the same time, I think that's going to be big for him.
The last thing for me, people might say, well, you lost your top 4 receivers. Is this room going to be good? You would say what?
Roll the ball out that play.
I would say my thing is get your popcorn ready and enjoy the show.
Terrific.